guys out there that love to grind the game but want to play at the same time, EA have released this brand new draft thing. And basically, you can go ahead and play any game mode of draft. You unlock a token, and then every single one that's offline, all the way up to 10, will give you packs on top of that, plus extra cards. Now, once you've done your first run of draft, you are then going to basically get yourself an extra pack. So what I'm going to go ahead and do here is go ahead and do my one draft that I get a token from, that I got from another time. Go ahead and complete this draft. You won't have to see it. We're going to do it on semi-pro. And once we have done that, we are then going to come back to what you should be doing next. So let me go ahead and complete every game in draft. So just quickly, we're going to let the AI choose our team by pressing wild triangle. It's just going to go ahead and pick every person in our team. Doesn't really matter who your team is on semi-pro. You can go ahead and just basically win all the games. Just want to make sure that you're winning by 5 goals to 0 if possible. And that's going to be the best way to do it. So we won the first round 5-0. Now, the reason why we say go to 5-0 and basically make sure the AI doesn't score is because you're going to get yourself a lot of match coins. Now, we have got the match boost on course, but let's just say we are getting around 800 coins per match. That's going to be 3,200 by the end of the draft just from doing this on top. So I'm going to go ahead and now complete the rest of the rounds you see here. 5-0 for each game, and I'll be back once they are done. So we have completed the last game of the draft. You can see here we've got ourselves more coins. Not only that, every single game we won 5-0. Now, it's really important that you try to win 5-0 when you can. And with the match coins, let's say you get 800 or 600 per game. Let's say 600. You got 2,400. Go ahead and use those coins that you got from doing this to open up bronze packs. Now, we get 2 packs here, the premium gold pack and a jumbo premium gold pack, I think it was. So we're going to open up our first one. Now, you want to go ahead and use these cards to basically complete another SBC that I'll show you in a second. So our first one, we get an 81 Pedro Porro, which is going to be fantastic for what we need to do next. We get ourselves a contract that we'll discard. We'll check anything else that sells. So these go for 200. Whether they actually sell for that or not is another question. So it looks like this one goes for 350 coins. We'll go ahead and sell that. Got another 1,000 coins as well. And then we've got ourselves a Tifa that doesn't sell. I don't think the Sniper Chemstyle doesn't sell either. We've got ourselves a Shadow, which looks like it goes for about 2,000 now. So we'll list it up for 2,000. As well as having all these players. Now, if you're like me, you should have duplicates. If you don't worry. Send the cards into your club and then your duplicates up to your transfer list and keep hold of them. Now, we're going to go ahead and open up our next pack that we got from doing this. And then I'm going to show you exactly what you should be doing next. So we get ourselves 24 items in this pack. No special cards this time, no team of the weeks or anything like that. Nothing to worry about. Looks like it's probably going to be Werner. So we got an 82. So again, fantastic for the SBC I'm about to show you there. So again, these cards you can go ahead and keep. You want to put them into the League SBCs and everything like that. All the ones that aren't League SBC cards can go into upgrades. You know the drill by now if you are already on the channel before. Check any of the chemstyles to see if they sell for anything. Randomly, if the balls sell, if they don't, no worries. We've got another Pedro Porro we can sell. We'll keep into an SBC. And we're going to go ahead and sell all of these as well. Now, we're doing this because we're getting ourselves some coins back. So let's say you do the draft once on semi-pro. You then use all of these players you've got. You keep the chemstyles if they don't sell for anything or discard them for extra coins. You should make around 4,000 to 5,000 coins at minimum from things that you get. Now, with those coins, you can then go ahead and do bronze pack method. And I've done a video on that. It'll be in the description down below. But what you're also doing at the same time is completing this objective. Now, I've already had a draft token. If you didn't have one, you can go ahead and play against a friend or one squad battles game. Get yourself this free draft token to do what I did. And you can see here, we've got ourselves 1, 2, 3, or 2 packs there, and then 3 cards that we can use for our team, or they can go into fodder. So I'm going to go ahead and claim them all straight away. Now, this only works offline for the first 10 games, but once you've done that, you'll then basically be able to do it online afterwards with the same principle. Now, with the 3 packs that we have managed to get ourselves, we've got ourselves another 6 more wins to go. We get an 84 plus times 5, an 81 times 11, an 80 plus times 5, and another 80 plus 5. So you get a lot of players back, and then once you go on to online drafts, you're going to get an 84 plus times 5, and then another 84 plus times 5 and completing it. But we'll show you how to do that after. Make sure you go ahead and do this method first. If you're good enough to do it online and win 4 out of 4 online, then be my guest and speed up the process by doing that. But you want to go ahead and get these draft tokens. Once you've got your first one, like I said, from playing it in squad battles or against a friend or rivals or whatever, once you've got your first one, do what I just did that you saw in the video. Go ahead and play single player. Go and open up these untradeable packs now. These untradeable packs are going to help you with other things. So we got ourselves a walkout and an 85 from doing this. So that can go into any SBC you want to do. All of your other players here, for example, the 80, 82, and this walkout can go into any other SBC you want. I will show you an SBC in a second, which is basically where the grind starts if you don't have a draft token. So we open up, our next one is going to be Hilaire 83 rated. So that can go into an 83 times 10. Again, League SBC, and then let's just say both of these are untradeable duplicate. You're wondering where do these go now? So we got a Delot and a McAllister to deal with. So if you work your way over to the SBC tab and you work your way over to upgrades, I will believe it is an upgrade. You've got this draft token. It refreshes every single day for the next 14 days. So once you've got those 10 wins out the way, you can then go ahead and do it. So you see here, I've already put in a load of 81s and 80s, but I have got myself a duplicate Delot that I'm going to go ahead and put in. And we want to basically get rid of any of the duplicates we have. Now, at the same time, there is ways to grind this on top, which I'll show you in a second. So Delot can go into this. Is there a low rated card I can get rid of? So we're just a little bit under the rating, not a problem. We're going to go ahead and put in an off-league card. If you don't know what an off-league card is, it's one that doesn't go into the premium or mixed league SBC. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that quickly. So we actually went ahead and put our Werner in instead, and when we packed earlier on in this video. So then we got this one done. So we got ourselves a draft token. Now, when you get round to the next day, so let's say you copied this today, you did the same thing I did. You played one game, you got your draft token, you went into single player draft, played semi-pro, won all the 4 games you got. You then sell everything in those packs or keep them for the SBC. The next time you do it, you need to go ahead and put all of the things you get from your packs into that SBC that I've just done. So make sure you're putting all your golds in. See here, our duplicate's gone back in. Our McAllister we didn't put in, which is silly. So I'm going to show you what to do once you've got them. But let's say you did that. You should then have another draft token. So you can see here we've got one more draft token. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing, not in this video, but again today. I'm going to go ahead and get the 4 wins I need, 5-0 if I can each time. Doesn't really matter formation or anything like that. We'll just skip ahead now. We'll come back to that in a minute. We'll take Cruyff just for the sake of it. But you want to do this until you've got your 4 or 10 wins, sorry, from the objective. Going back to the objective quickly, what I mean. And then once you've done that, all you've got left then to do is make sure you get enough players to complete the SBC to be able to win 10 online drafts to complete the entire thing. But you're going to get yourself all these 4 extra packs back on top, which can help you complete that SBC anyway, being the draft token SBC that I've mentioned. Now, once you start getting duplicates like I have that don't go into anything, there are many things you can do with these duplicates. For example, they can go into the Premium Mixed League SBC. Unfortunately, I've already done the Premier League, so I can't do that now. But they can go into the Mixed one as well if you've got players from that. We've got Winter Wildcard Crafting Upgrade, which we're going to put our McAllister in now. But you can also put them into the upgrades that come tomorrow or Monday, which could be player picks or anything else. Always make sure you're recycling every single card to get this done. Not only that, this kind of skips like the bronze pack method into silvers and much more, but doing that side of the grind. And it is a little bit of a break from the menu if you get bored. So you can kind of head and go and do the bronze pack method grind as I've mentioned. Once you get a little bit bored of that, go ahead and do this draft method at the same time. And then before you know it, you're starting to get a lot of packs, a lot of objectives done as you go through. And on top of that, you are also going to get yourself your club stocked up for any SBC that comes out. For example, the hero player pick that came out, another icon SBC, or any player that comes out in general that you just want to do in your team. So you can see here, well, I put the wrong player in here. We're going to go ahead and put McAllister in now, and this one is done. So again, we've got ourselves another pack extra from this, and we've managed to rotate one of our players or recycle one of our players round. And we've done an upgrade. So not only have we entered the draft, we got ourselves a free draft token. We completed the draft, got 4 wins. We've got 3 cards that we can either keep for our main team or go into an SBC that we want. On top of that, we got ourselves extra packs from doing the league SBCs that you saw, as well as being able to get some coins in the club by doing the game. So every game you play, you should get around 800 coins. If you've got a coin boost like I have, you're looking at 1,500. Do that 4 times, you're going to get yourself at 6,000 coins, which is pretty good for 4 games. No hard effort at all when doing that. Unfortunately, I can't skip this animation, which is a little bit annoying. But then you can start processing the grind as you go through step by step. Now, if you don't know what I mean by the grind in particular, or you're a little bit confused, like I said, I've done a bronze pack method and a full breakdown of how to grind every SBC. So if you apply that to doing this at the same time, you've got like 2 levels of grinding together, which makes it really easy to go ahead and complete any SBC, especially with a Team of the Week upgrade that's coming out. And on top of that, we are also getting ourselves the 83 times 10 and much more. So, for example, if we didn't have any space on our transfer list, this 83, we can save it for tomorrow to go into the 83 times 10. Or if you're desperate for a Team of the Week, you can go into the Team of the Week upgrade. Or, again, you can wait until tomorrow when the draft SBC refreshes. And then that draft SBC there, when I find it, can then be used as an 83 to keep the value down of all other players. And it's just another way of grinding the game while doing objectives at the same time. Now, the objectives are a little bit bugged. Unfortunately, you can't do the daily play at the same time. So what I recommend doing is go ahead and do your daily play, get your gold players from that. Use these players that you get from this to do the draft token SBC if you have enough. And then you'll also get extra packs every time you complete it. So you can see here, it's kind of like a double win in that sense. And then, like I mentioned, you'll get all these extra players on top that either can go into your team or an SBC, etc. that you need. And it's just a really nice way of getting packs. I hope this is a little bit more interesting for you than just doing the traditional bronze pack into silver, into gold, into league SBCs, into whatever. A little bit of a refresh. If you have any questions, comment down below. And if you're new to the channel, smash the like button, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.